Hello once again, everybody. I'm Jake Luce, and welcome to this Luce prospect breakdown of class of 2018 shortstop Jakeub Scheid. Jakeub is actually from IMG Academy. I know a lot of the people in the sports world have heard of IMG Academy. He's a 6'4", 185-pound shortstop slash third baseman. We actually think that he could project to play multiple positions at the next level, but nonetheless, a kid that is actually looking to transfer at semester. So for college coaches in need of a power-hitting shortstop or power-hitting infielder in general, this is definitely a kid that you want to take a look at. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out the tape. And what you're going to see immediately here with Jake is he's long, he's lean. You know, he's got an idea of what he's doing at the plate. Obviously, going through the IMG Academy is something that not a whole lot of prospects are able to do. And just a few things that I definitely want to point out here. You can tell he's a leg kick guy, you know, the type of kid that you're going to be able to see generate some juice at the next level and definitely get to a point where he is going to be able to have some success off of some pitching that has some velo, some guys that are able to spot up and to locate, but nonetheless, a kid that you definitely want to take a look at. Very loose with the hands, very loose barrel, likes to work the middle of the field, and oh, by the way, he can definitely uncork it when he needs to. This is a good swing right here. A couple of the things that I'm looking at, is he up on time? You can kind of see here where he's locked and loaded. Even though this is BP, kind of tips the barrel a little bit to get those hands going, and wham, you know, he gets to that inside fastball, inside BP fastball with some ease. And also, what I like to notice when I'm evaluating a hitter is what kind of rhythm does he have. You kind of see with the fact that Jake has a really good rhythm. You know, he's the type of kid that, you know, is able to put himself in a position to be successful to hit. You can tell he's smiling out there. He's having a good time, and 6'4" frame doesn't get a whole lot better than that. And again, a kid that has the ability to do what he needs to do to drive the baseball gap to gap. What you'll notice here is, bam, right here, he gets a good hitting position and really, really is able to drive the ball a long, long way when he needs to. Able to pull the baseball, doesn't seem like he gets around the ball a whole lot. I'll kind of move this window out of your way so you can see. But again, you know, he's the kind of kid that, you know, when you look at him, you know, he's got the look, he's got the mold, he's got the intangibles, the things that you really can't teach to high school prospects that you're trying to evaluate. Again, this is the kind of kid that you're going to want to plug into the middle of your lineup. You're going to want to give him a chance to drive guys in. You're going to want to give him an opportunity to collect some RBIs, or as we call them in pro ball, stakes. You know, you want to get those stakes, opportunities with guys in scoring position. Right now, the World Series is going on. And so the thing that you notice with the two teams that are at the final stage in the Boston Red Sox and the Dodgers is they're able to drive in runs, and I think that it's something like 50-some-odd% of the Red Sox runs that have been driven in have come with 2 outs. And so this is the kind of kid that college coaches really look for. Not necessarily just because he's a kid that's big and strong, but, you know, his baseball IQ is really, really high up there as well. You can kind of get a view of his side angle here. You know, he kind of curls that front side a little bit, you know, to try to generate some torque. Swing does take a little bit of time to get going, but at the same time, you know, once he finds his timing and rhythm, you know, he's got the mechanics and he has the types of things that college coaches look for. A lot of times college coaches will look for movement, not necessarily what the result is, but they're looking for movement. They're looking for what can this kid do when he really runs into one. And obviously you can see here the timing is good, the rhythm is good. You could tell he's got a smile on his face and he's having a good time. These are the kind of kids that if I'm a college coach, I want in my program. We'll see if we can stop it. You know, look, he's kind of smiling right here. He's got a big grin. He's having a good time. And it's hard to find prospects that, you know, don't put so much pressure on themselves. I know that when I was playing, I was the kind of guy that did. I applied a lot of pressure to myself, and having talked with Jake and kind of seeing what his mindset is, he is not only an extremely hard worker, but he has fun while he's working. He's got a great personality, great kind of kid to bring into the locker room, to bring into the clubhouse, and to plug him in right into the middle of that order and let him go do his thing. So again, you could tell he's having a good time. I really like his mechanics. I really like the swing, and I really like the way that he stays behind the baseball. You'll notice right here, that was a good shot right here. If we can get him to contact and we're able to pull him back a little bit right here, This position right here is what college coaches want to see. This position right here, you got the head down. Obviously, he's got the little bend in that back elbow and he's got a little bit of space here, but obviously you can tell this pitch is on the middle third of the plate, and so he's able to drive and get that separation. Another thing I want college coaches to take a look at is the fact that, look, back foot starts back here. He's able to really, really leverage his body and really, really leverage that 6'4" frame and get into a position where he can do some damage. Again, this is the kind of kid that you want to plug into the middle of the order. I'll kind of move it back here, and then we'll let it run here for a minute. And so, again, college coaches are looking for offense. They're looking for power. It's hard to find power. It's hard to find offense at any level in this game, and this is the kind of kid that's going to be able to provide that for college coaches. Again, he's having a good time, and he's really showing the ability to put the ball where he wants to on the diamond. We'll take a look at him defensively here. A couple things that I do notice off the top. He's still kind of getting used to his body a little bit. This is a little bit of an older kid. You see with the backhand here, he's an athlete. We'll run this back. He's able to get to this ball and then release it and get the ball to first base in one nice fluid motion. This is, again, something that you don't see every day. We'll take a look at him a couple more times here. Filming, he's going to go to his glove side here up the middle and able to make a nice throw to first base. Now, college coaches, I'm sure, wondering about the arm strength. Well, here it is for you guys. The kind of kid that's able to get the ball over to first base on a line. You notice it with all the infielders, it seems, in the big leagues. They all seem to have cannons. And it's hard to find guys where they're going to be able to do multiple things on multiple fronts, not only on the offensive side of the baseball, but on the defensive side as well. So as college coaches kind of take a look at him going through some work here, a little bit of a double clutch there, but again, he's the kind of kid that is going to be able to make plays when and where you need him to. Now, as far as where he projects and where I think that he's got the best chance to be successful, it just really depends on what your needs are in your program specifically. If you're the type of coach that already has a shortstop and somebody that you really like at the shortstop position, that's fine. Because I think that as he continues to develop with his 6'4" frame, I think that he's more going to play to the left side of the infield, meaning the hot corner at third base. I know that this was a kid that played on the national team at IMG. He's the type of kid that has seen big-time competition. He's been around competition all of his life, and his baseball IQ really is off the charts. And so, when you're looking for intangibles, when you're looking for these types of things from your guys that you're trying to recruit, I don't see any reason why Jakeub Scheid is not going to be able to have a major impact at some sort of college program, whether that's Division I, Division II, Division I, JUCO, NAI, wherever that may be. He's obviously open to different options, having wanting to transfer at semester. So college coaches that are in search for an infielder that's got some juice, I think Jakeub Scheid from IMG Academy is going to be a guy that you really need to take a look at.